Hello, today we're gonna replace the spark plugs in this Ford F150. The engine is a 2.7 liters, 6 cylinders twin turbo, and the very first thing that we have to do is remove the engine cover. There are two small nuts, one here and one here, that we need to remove, and that's gonna be our first step. Okay, here we have our ignition coils. There is 1, 2, and over there 3. There is a small tab here, so with the help of a screwdriver we're going to push it down and out, and we will disconnect all of them. And after that there is this kind of cylindric plastic here that helps to keep in position the ignition harness wire. So once we disconnect all the coils, we're gonna also remove this, and that's gonna allow us to get access to one small nut that fixes the ignition coil to the block, to the cylinder head, sorry. Now we're gonna release our harness wire, and for that we just need to pull out these connectors here, and we need to do the same thing in the 3 fixation points, which is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have access now to this small nut here, and the function of it is keep in place the ignition coil. There is one nut for each coil, so we have to remove the 3 of them in this side, and that's what is next. For the sake of the time, I'll repeat the same stuff with the other 2 ignition coils, and then I'll be back to explain what's next. Now it's time to remove the first spark plug. For that I'm going to use a spark plug socket, a 5/8. With the help of the magnet, I'll get my spark plug. Okay, we have here our new spark plug. I'm gonna use Motorcraft OEM parts, and in this case, the torque to be used, based on the recommendation that we have here, is between 10 or 20 newtons meter. I'm gonna apply 15, the middle point, and before I install my spark plug, I'm just gonna verify that the gap it's correct. So I'm gonna use 30 thousandths of an inch, which in this case is what we have here. There is a pre-calibration most of the time in OEM parts, but it's good to double check them. And I'm gonna apply also anti-seize on the thread for all of them. And with the help of my magnet again, I'm gonna place the spark plug back, and that's gonna help me to avoid any possible discalibration at the moment to insert the spark plug. And then the torque is going to be 15 newtons per meter. And also in my coil I'm going to apply some dielectric grease. Following the same procedure, I'm going to replace the next two spark plugs. For the sake of time, I am not going to record those, but pretty much it will be the same stuff. I already replaced these three spark plugs, so this bank is done. Now I can fix again my ignition harness and the individual harnesses for the ignition coils. Okay, now I am in the left bank. Pretty much the process is the same. There are just a couple stuff that I would like to suggest to remove that obviously in the right side we didn't do. In this case is the PCV valve, which is this connection, and there are two smaller harnesses here. For the sake of the integrity of the harness, I would recommend also disconnect these two. Out of that, pretty much the process is the same. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and replace this spark plug, doing this extra stuff that I just mentioned. Okay, I already finished to replace this spark plug. I'm gonna go ahead and replace those two, and when I finished, I'll go back and then we will connect our harness and PCB valve. I changed the 3 spark plugs. This bank is complete, and finally I'm gonna connect my harness again and my PCB valve. It's time to place back the engine cover, and that will be the final step to finish this work. And with this, we've finished. I hope the video is useful for you, and if that's the case, I will appreciate if you click on like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.